Hello and welcome back to another Tesla video with me, Adam Well-Informed. Buying your first or even your second Tesla can be a daunting experience. New or used, you just want a positive ownership journey and to make the right decisions at the right time. In fairness, that's difficult to do if you're new to Tesla EV ownership, and in hindsight, it's easier said than done. But after 2 years of Tesla Model 3 ownership, I'm pretty confident that I made some good decisions from the start, and that includes when is the best time to buy, how to buy, and what optional extras you can and can't live without. I'm not afraid to admit I learned a lot during my ownership experience, and that's why I want to share my 4 insightful tips you should definitely know if you are thinking of becoming a Tesla Model 3 owner, or even just becoming a Tesla owner once again, seeking a different perspective. Just this week, I made a purchase that I wish I made earlier, which is going to be hugely relevant for this very video. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Some of these tips are universally accepted and some are subjective to your personal liking, and so you may disagree with a tip or two. I won't take any offense. I just want you to make sure you're as informed of the different possibilities and the opportunities open up by being informed of the alternatives and the trade-offs, whether that be cost savings, convenience, or comfort. I just want to share my experience so you can get a positive experience too. Enough jibber jabber. If you like Tesla EV content, I appreciate if you could just hit the like button below, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so you're notified of new videos as soon as they're available. Right, let's waste no time and get into the good stuff. To kickstart my super insightful advice, I want to try and make a little impact in your pocket. To maximise your chances of getting a rare Tesla sale perk of either free supercharger miles, discount off the lister price, or even discounted finance rates, you do not, I repeat, you do not want to just go ahead to the new order page and hit order now. Patience can be rewarded here. How, you may ask? Well, do you know the old saying, good things happen to those that wait? Well, Tesla just electrified that phrase, and that was straight out of my book of really poor dad jokes. So whilst it's not guaranteed Tesla will run these 3 promotions, they have ran all 3 in the last 2 months of the current quarter here in the UK, and they do run similar promotions in different markets too. Therefore, you are more likely to see these kind of promotions either during the middle or the end of each sales quarter. And if you're wondering when that is, that's the end of March, June, September, or December. The webpage you want to look at is the existing inventory, and these are brand new Teslas sitting in the parking bays of sales centres waiting for imminent collection, or they're already in transit to the delivery centre. So effectively, not only could you skip ahead of the queues of purchasing off the existing inventory page, you could also be lucky enough to buy at a time Tesla runs these awesome promotions. One last thing, before we move on to the optional choices, Tesla has reopened their Tesla referral program, and that means that you can use a Tesla referral link like the one I have in the description of this video. You can earn yourself some free Tesla credits that can go towards free supercharging miles, or even towards a Tesla home charger, or even a roof rack. So even if you're super eager to buy your Tesla and you're not fussed about Tesla running a sales promotion, at the very least you can bag yourself some free Tesla loyalty credits in the process. Secondly, what alloys or optional wheel extras do I think you should lean to at purchase? Well, like I said earlier, this one is going to be subjective to your personal taste. However, I learned after about a year of ownership of a new aftermarket alternative that delivers a personalised wheel choice without the big price tag of the 19-inch wheels, along with keeping the range advantages of the 18-inch wheels with a little something else you probably wouldn't have considered. Let's take a look at the wheel choices on the Tesla website. The Model 3 Performance has by far the best wheel choice, being the 20-inch Uber turbines. However, they are exclusive to the Performance trim, so unless you're going Performance, sadly you can't get these wheels. Or can you? Officially, you then have the 19-inch sports wheels or the free 18-inch aero caps. I initially went with the free aero cap wheels because I knew that Tesla had some sexy looking alloys behind the aero caps from other YouTube videos. Without sacrificing budget on these 19-inch wheels, I did have to invest in a small wheel cap kit from Amazon, and this includes some plastic lugs and 4 center caps to deliver this refined look. However, the best is yet to come. Whilst curb rash is a human operator fault, I found the Tesla wheels incredibly easy to curb because the very edge of the alloy wheel pokes out just ahead of the tyre itself, and therefore the rim always takes the brunt of any curb knock. So I learnt the hard way. That's when I found out I could invest in some wheel covers that not only come in different colours, but they also protect my original alloys because the caps have an extra inch in size, enabling it to cover the most exposed part of the rims. That extra inch definitely makes all the difference here. So now I have a Tesla Model 3 that has a distinctive look without paying the huge optional premium at inception, and without sacrificing the range of moving to the 19-inch tyre. That said, you will probably lose some range over the standard aero caps, but those caps do not protect the edge of the rims as they sit inside of the very rims and not over it. That is unless you get yourself some Uber Turbine 18-inch lookalike wheel covers. I've literally just invested in a set of these myself, and I'm hoping to get these bad boys installed for my next video. Those that have seen my videos before will know that I've had these black Maida covers for just over a year now, and I had the appetite to change the look somewhat, so I invested in these new wheel covers. I hope to do a range test between both the old wheel caps as well as these new ones, so you can get a better understanding of the advantages of going with the free 18-inch wheels and then buying the optional wheel caps instead to upgrade your wheel game. I'll leave some affiliated links below so you can get an idea of the aftermarket choice that any average Joe can install. You may want to take a look at my video on the screen now about my existing wheel covers, including installation. My third insightful tip sort of piggybacks off the first point. When I purchased my Tesla as a business was in a very different place. They could not produce enough Tesla Model 3s and Model Ys to meet demand, and so buying a used Tesla was well out of the question. These days, the supply of Teslas is far healthier than ever before. That has pushed the prices of used Teslas down from once being more expensive than buying from new to being around 40 to 30% cheaper than new. And these used prices are now much more in line with traditional used car expectations. This tip deserves a worthy mention because I never got the opportunity to buy a Tesla at such low prices. Many of you are thinking of buying a Tesla Model 3 for the first time. Even those owners looking for a second Tesla, the used Tesla inventory have some absolute crackers if you're willing to express an interest. They come with the original 8-year battery and motor warranty subject to mileage limits, the remaining basic warranty, plus they normally throw in another used car warranty on top and then enhanced autopilot. The reality is not everyone wants a brand new car. Some people like myself would happily buy a car that's 1 or 2 years old subject to its condition. Therefore, this opens the market up to so many more potential buyers. I did a video a few weeks ago that I'll put on the screen now, which compares the purchase costs and the running costs compared to a similar used BMW 3 Series. It's a video I very much enjoyed completing, and it's incredibly insightful into the cost economics of owning and running a Tesla EV over a petrol alternative. My fourth tip relates to other optional extras such as the Tesla paint, the white seats, and FSD. I'm a bit conscious for time, so I'm going to quickfire these answers, starting with paint. Picked the white paint not only because it was my favourite colour amongst the rest, it just has a pearl tint after a wash that makes the cleaning worth it. And did I mention it was free? Many people also pick white because they then get their car PPF wrapped straight after, and this gives the owner a huge selection of colour options. That and PPF has a protective element to help prevent rock and stone chips damaging the paintwork. PPF isn't for everyone though, so if you're not wowed by Tesla's colour options, research local detailers that can install PPF. It can be pretty steep to install, and some insurers will not take you on if you declare that you have PPF wrap on your car, but it is definitely an area worth exploring if the paint options aren't for you as standard. And secondly, the seat colour choice. Now, I have young kids, so the obvious answer is black seats for me. I know the white seats can be cleaned easily, but naturally having black is a more kid-conscious decision and one that I don't regret. If you do get black and you want to try the white seat look after, I've seen some aftermarket covers that you can install and they're from Amazon. These have never caught my imagination, and so I'll leave it for you to look into and to make that decision. Otherwise, white does make sense if you live in sunnier climates. The black seats can get a little bit warm in direct sunlight, so it's just something to take into account. Third and final option is Enhanced Autopilot or FSD. I've tried Enhanced Autopilot through a Tesla trial, and if I did the motorway journeys, I would definitely invest in Enhanced Autopilot over FSD here in the UK. Whenever I do go on motorways, the free autopilot has always delivered a reassuring experience for me. I've had very few phantom braking experiences with autopilot that I know some others have. That's just my personal experience with this. More often than not though, it's very much a seamless experience. With FSD beta not being available here and not knowing when it will be here, that sort of puts me off the whole package for now. However, if you are in the US or Canada where FSD beta is available, that sort of changes the dynamic of the buying decision. The only reason you may want to consider it outside of North America is that the price of FSD continues to grow in the US as it develops into a more refined product, so you could skip a price hike for being an early adopter. So to conclude, if you want to go ahead and buy a Tesla, don't forget to use a referral link before buying. But most of all, enjoy your Tesla buying experience. Also keep tabs with the aftermarket accessories available either via YouTube or Amazon, as new credible alternatives like the wheel covers I mentioned earlier can be released out of nowhere and become a real asset to your ownership experience. With Tesla becoming ever popular around the world and having some individuality that makes your Tesla unique, it's something that can be the cherry on top of the cake. Otherwise, enjoy the experience to its fullest and don't stress about collection day. If you're still not sure which trim to buy, you can watch this video on the screen now, which is my deep dive analysis on the topic. Existing Tesla owners, what other advice would you pass on? And new Tesla owners, what did I not cover that I wish I did? If you want to let me know you got this far in the video, you can simply comment, I learned about the extra 1 inch, and I'll give you a cheeky thumbs up for the support. That's definitely going to confuse some new viewers, but hey, it's all part of the fun at the end of the day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.